how to sell your PI tokens, right? So you're welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to show you 3 methods of exchanging your PI tokens to probably cash or whatever, right? But before I dive into the video, I want you to subscribe and give me a like. And if you have any questions, then you can drop it in the comments below. I'll be there chatting with you. So before I get to talk about the 3 methods where you could possibly exchange your PI to probably other cryptocurrencies or exchanging it to cash, I want to first of all commend what PI is doing, right? PI has such a large community, and that is quite commendable, right? And I hope they don't mess with it, because there's this cryptocurrency that came into existence back then in the year 2016, and the name was the Billion Coin, and the short is TBC, right? This particular cryptocurrency came up and say, we are going to be bigger than Bitcoin. We are going to do this. Our TBC coins grows on a daily basis from 1% to 5%, and it grows as the users keeps on increasing in all those stuffs. And what they failed to do was them not finding means where they could possibly list TBC into various cryptocurrency exchanges and make it tradable, right? They were making claims that they are going to be bigger than Bitcoin. Obviously, back then in the year 2020, trust me, TBC, the Billion Coin, had a larger crypto community than Bitcoin. I'm not even capping, right? They had lots of adopters based on the fact that the cryptocurrency was just basically growing, the price was basically growing just as the users keeps on increasing on a daily basis. And they were claiming that TBC has nothing to do with cryptocurrency exchanges where you have to convert it to other cryptocurrencies or probably get to trade them. That users would be, what they are trying to build is to give users the ability for them to get to exchange their TBC to fiat, that is local currency, anywhere in the world. Anytime they can just walk into any shop without even having to do any form of conversion, just use TBC for payment of goods and services. That was a great idea, but it didn't end well, because as I'm talking to you, probably you are just getting to know of TBC for the very first time, because they were not able to come up with something that is sustainable, right? They were not able to be able to build their community. I don't know. Yeah, they had the community, but they were not able to push the adoption of TBC up to a point where users can just walk into any shop and get to use their TBC for payment of goods and services. That was so naive of them to think of that being possible when cryptocurrency was just in its early stage, right? So even let's say 5 years later, right? Is it already 5 years? I think it's about 7 years later. Now it's about 7 years now, and you can see that even Bitcoin, being the primary on the very first cryptocurrency, is not fully adopted. You cannot just walk into any local store and you want to pay with Bitcoin. That was a very bad idea for them to think that people will just start accepting TBC as payments methods for goods and services, and they failed to have it listed on cryptocurrency exchanges. I am not really a PI fan, forgive me, right? But when people were mining back in the day, I think a couple of years ago, I still didn't mine. But currently, I am now buying PI, which is actually one of the methods which I'm going to mention as we progress. Okay, let us talk about the criteria that must be in place before you think of selling or transferring your PI to probably where you want to exchange it. Okay, the first criteria you have to meet is that you must move your PI from the test net to the mainnet, right? If you are just hearing of the word testnet and mainnet for the first time, I believe on your PI wallet, you are able to see that your PI is in testnet, right? Testnet means that that is kind of a test version and not like kind of a real PI. It could be real if you are able to do what? To migrate it to the mainnet. You must make sure that you pass KYC. KYC is short for Know Your Customer. So PI uses this to ensure that each and every single user is real, just to avoid people creating multiple wallets just to collect the free PI, right? That is why they had to implement KYC and make sure each and every single user is able to verify their identity before they would be able to transact on the network, right? And the third criteria is that you must have some PI in your transferable balance, right? In your PI account, I believe you might have seen that there are some PI, right? There are some PI that has kind of a time frame or a duration that states that you will only be able to transfer it on so dates, right? Could be several months later, or probably if you had staked your PI, you will have to wait until the staking period elapses before you could be able to do those transactions. So the very first means of exchanging your PI to probably other cryptocurrencies, you could go to Twitter, or sorry, is it Twitter and Kura, is it Kura, where you can ask all the questions, and then you could find people who are ready to get PI from you and pay you cash, but you have to be very careful. Okay, that is why the last option which I'm going to talk about is kind of more recommendable than this first method of changing your PI to probably cash or other cryptocurrencies. I think we have up to 4 methods. Forgive me for saying 3 methods earlier on. So another means you could exchange your PI to cash, right, is on the ecosystem, on the PI ecosystem. There you are going to see Iskru, right? Iskru are basically third parties that oversees a certain transaction, right, and make sure that they receive a payment of someone that is intending to buy. And once the payment is confirmed, the sender could send their PI, while the buyer will now get the tokens before the payment is being made to the seller, right? I really don't know how this works, but you can do some research on YouTube and you could be able to come across a video that will guide you on how to go about that. The third method wherein you can sell your PI is on the cryptocurrency exchange, and I think we have two cryptocurrency exchange that offers such an opportunity. And the first exchange on the list is Bitmax, while the second one is HTX, right? What this exchange is basically doing is known as IOU, right? IOU is short for IOU, right? So let us explain what exactly IOU means for those of you that are just hearing of this particular term for the very first time. An IOU token is a type of a digital asset that is used to represent a debt between two parties. IOU stands for I owe you, and it is a contract that acknowledges a certain amount of debt owed. These tokens can be used to facilitate transactions such as transferring money, goods, or services between two parties. So in a nutshell, what this basically means is that the PI that is being traded in the aforementioned cryptocurrency exchanges are not real PI tokens. And once the PI network has been moved, to currently traded PI on these cryptocurrency exchanges are going to be exchanged with the real ones once the open network phase comes. The fourth method of selling your PI is the P2P method. In the cryptocurrency ecosystem, P2P is a transaction that involves two parties without any form of middleman or intermediary, right? It simply means that if you have a PI and you've met all the necessary criteria and you are looking to sell, you have to find someone else who is interested in buying your PI for cash. And if you have been looking for where to exchange your PI for cash, then search no further, because henceforth you are going to be selling it to me. I am your best PI plug, right? So I buy PI at good rates, and I buy any amount, irrespective of the amount of PI you have for sale. At any point in time, always reach out to me. I'm going to leave my WhatsApp number in the description of this video, right? Chat me up on WhatsApp and let us talk business. Do well to share this video with your family and friends who are also in search of where to sell their PI for cash, right? So if you have any questions based on what I've discussed so far, I'd like you to drop it in the comments below, and I'll be there chatting with you and giving you responses, right? If you are still here and you are yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, make sure you hit on the subscribe button and subscribe, because we are on a mission to taking these numbers of subscribers to 30,000 subscribers before the end of 2024. If you are yet to join our Telegram channel, you are missing out a lot, right? To join, you are going to find the link in the description of this video. Click the link to join our Telegram channel. In our Telegram channel, we share lots of opportunities that revolves around the cryptocurrency ecosystem, ranging from cryptocurrency airdrops, bounties, cryptocurrency jobs, meme tokens that could possibly give you up to 1000% in profit, right? And we also do post crypto signals, as well as some cryptocurrencies you can mine using your smartphone. So don't forget to join our Telegram channel today to benefit from all the aforementioned benefits that comes with joining our Telegram channel. If you are new to crypto, then our Telegram channel is where you should belong. If you need a private mentorship, I mean a one-on-one live mentorship, just send me a DM on WhatsApp and let us talk about it. Thank you so much for sticking around. I hope to see you in subsequent videos. Do have a nice time. Bye.